Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. It's about 9:30 p.m. West Coast time on Tuesday, December 24th. Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't even know. I'm not quite sure what day it is. I'm up here in the mountains. I'm on vacation. I'm not really paying attention to that date and time shit. I did a post earlier this evening um, about how the holidays, Christmas can be a tricky time of year. It can be challenging. I mean, it can bring a lot of different layers to it, with family and all of that stuff, and with the marketing of Christmas and how we're all supposed to feel about Christmas and how we're all supposed to feel about being with our family at Christmas. And um, it's messy, it's just messy and it's complicated. And, but one thing that I'm always aware of, especially on Christmas Eve, um, 23 years ago tonight, on Christmas Eve, 23 years ago, Christmas Eve 2001, I was married. I had a house. I lived in Mansfield, Ohio. And on Christmas Eve 2001, I came within a split second of taking my own life. So there's that layer too. I had it's like I was living in Ohio and I went to law school. And I graduated. I was working as an attorney. I got married. I bought a house. And, I was doing all of the things that you were supposed to do if you lived in the Midwest. You go to college, you get married, you buy a house. And I did all of those things with law school added in. And none of that worked out. Every bit of that cratered. And I found myself on Christmas Eve. My ex-wife and I, we owned this big old farmhouse at the end of a court. It was like 100-year-old house. And had a basement, had 3 stories. The attic was finished, and one half was her half, one half was my half. I was in my half of the attic. And I had a loaded .38 handgun with hollow point bullets in it. I had the hammer cocked. I had the barrel in my mouth. I had my thumb on the trigger. And I was that close 23 years ago tonight. Right about now. And my yellow lab, Oscar, who I had had for half of my life, came upstairs and sat down in front of me. And he was smiling. He was wagging his tail. When I had a loaded handgun in my mouth with my thumb on the trigger and the hammer was cocked. I was so close. And, but I couldn't do that to him. And as badly as I wanted to, I couldn't do that to my wife at the time. And I sure as fuck could not have done that to my brother, Falcon. And Christmas is tricky. Christmas is tricky for me. And there's a whole other backstory to that handgun. Jesus Christ, man. And I mean, it feels like 5 lifetimes ago right now. It's so unrecognizable. Thank God. But man, I was a split second. If my dog Oscar hadn't come up the stairs when he did, if he'd come up 30 seconds later, I wouldn't be here. Probably. I don't know. I mean, I never would have been able to do that to my brother, man. I just wouldn't have. But it's like I felt like if I'd done that, I felt like I really truly believed that I would have been doing all the people in my life a favor if I had done that. I felt like I would have been doing that for them instead of to them, just because of how much of a complete mess my life had become and how much of a complete mess I had become. And so it's like every Christmas Eve since then, I remember that whether I want to or not. And I really do just feel an overwhelming amount of gratitude for the fact that I'm still here, that I'm still alive. And I'm still alive because of my brother Falcon and because of my dog Oscar, my yellow lab. He was the best dog on the planet. I'm 100% convinced that my dog Tanner is my dog Oscar reincarnated. They have exactly the same personality. They have exactly the same colorings. They have exactly the same demeanor. And it's like I'm watching Tanner sleep next to me, and it's like watching Oscar sleep next to me. And, it's like you go through things like that in your life and you try to move past them or move through those things and get to the other side of those things, but those things never leave you. They never go away. And especially when, especially when the anniversary is fucking Christmas Eve, for God's sake. I mean, anyway, as with every Christmas Eve, I'm just incredibly grateful to still be alive, to still be here, and to be doing the things that I'm doing with my brother today over the course of 2024, and the things that he and I are building with our podcast page and our YouTube page and our merch store and with TikTok, and the fact that he and I are doing that together 23 years after I should have been dead. And so it's like, even with all of the family memories that I have from before then, Christmas Eve is always just a day of incredible gratitude for me that I'm still here. I mean, growing up, I thought I'd be dead by 40, man. I'm 56 years old. It's like every day now is just gravy, you know? It's just a bonus. Anyway, you know, one of the things that saved me was reaching out and talking to the people in my life who I thought would have been better off if I was dead. The people in my life who I thought I would have been doing a favor for them if I had ended my life. And I reached out to them and I talked to them. And if you are feeling that way, if you are feeling suicidal over the holidays this year, just fucking talk to the people around you, man. Because I guarantee you that they don't think what you think they think about you. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Just don't do it. Just give it a couple weeks and just talk to the people in your life who you care about. And they will change your perspective. They will change your perspective. They do not want you to be gone. They do not. I know that you 100% believe that they believe that their lives would be easier if you weren't here. They don't believe that. They do not believe that. They do not want you to leave. It will get better. Just go one more day, every day. It will get better. It will. I've been there. I've been there more than once. It will get better. Just talk to the people around you. Trust me, I've been there. Just talk to them.